Welcome back, my fellow Chibits, to the weekly Chibit questions. And so, how have all of you been? How's your day? How's your week? You know, let me know. How are you? Are you healthy? How's school? How's your exams? And if you are taking exams right now this week, I do hope you pass them. I'm just, sending positive energy to all of you. Hopefully you pass all of your exams if you are taking them, because I know how it is. So anyways, before I get into answering questions and stuff from you Chibits, I'm just gonna, ask a few things. So, can you guys believe it? It's the end of 2017. There's only going to be about 2 or 3 more Chibit questions, and then it's it. Like 2 to 3, and then end of the year. Just, it's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous. So, can you guys believe it too, though, that, next year is probably going to be one of the best years in a long time for anime. I mean, we have, like, Railgun. Well, not Railgun. That hasn't officially been confirmed. But we have, like, Index, Attack on Titan, Boku no Hero Academia, Made in Abyss, Overlord, so forth, so on, Code Geass. There's just so many good things that, are coming out next year. I'm looking forward to, and so it's going to be a hype year. I mean, even though it's kind of sad to see 2017 coming to an end, at the same time, 2018 is looking to be very good. Hopefully, it looks a lot better for YouTube as well, next year. So anyways, let's begin. Let's answer some questions you guys have all asked me, and I love you guys, so let's start. Would you rather be an explorer, Made in Abyss, or be a Titan Slayer in Attack on Titan? Just choose between the two. So either I could be an explorer, go deeper and deeper to the Abyss to where I could possibly die, or I could be a Titan Slayer to where I could die at any moment as well. So both of them are pretty grim, jobs to have. So, you know what? I'd rather be an explorer Made in Abyss, because at the very least, I'll get to see some, exotic and unique things. With Attack on Titan, I'll be confined in a wall, so I'd rather be in the Made in Abyss world and be an explorer. Does this trigger you, Chibi-senpai? Extremely intelligent man to fly homemade rocket into space to prove Earth is flat. Yes, I am. No, I'm moving on, okay? I'm not dissecting the 26 chromosome here, so I'm moving on. Just one simple Chibit question. Senpai, have you finally decided to lick me all over? Did you hear about Prison School possibly ending? Prison School manga reportedly ending. I have heard. I did see it yesterday when I was making those 2 news videos on Boku no Hero and Berserk, but I'm not up to date with the manga. I'm not. It's sad to see it end. I don't know why it was reported to basically be ending in just a chapter. I hope it wasn't canceled. I don't know how it's actually doing in sales or anything. So if anyone could clarify, let me know in the comments. I mean, is Prison School doing bad for sales or whatever? Because if it's ending, and I feel like this is a very abrupt, just clarification that's going to be ending in, like, a chapter, so it feels like it's just like what happened to, Bleach, like, oh, end in 5 chapters or something. That's how this feels to me. So if anyone knows, let me know. Did the series basically get canceled, axed, or is it actually reaching a solid conclusion? Please be honest in the comments below about that. What do you think of Ishida and Sui Have a Nice Day guy's interactions on Twitter? I find it funny and adorable. He even drew that guy's profile picture. He's on a god level. Have a nice day. I have seen that. I have seen Ishida's tweets and how they have this combo constantly. It's a very sweet thing because it's just like someone that admired Ishida and used to say always just have a nice day all the time every single day. Ishida noticed that and is like, I like this man. This man just brings a smile, and then they just had a conversation ever since. And, Ishida liked him so much that he actually made a picture. That's just really cool. It just shows what type of person Ishida is. And, how he does, or she, we don't really know if Ishida is a guy or a girl, but regardless, Ishida, it just shows how much Ishida cares about their fan base to be able to do something like that, to be able to just go as far as to do like a fan illustration of a fan or whatever, the profile picture, because you gotta imagine, Ishida has a very busy time. As a mangaka, he's probably very busy. I've discussed this many times in the past about different mangaka, not just Ishida, but, Nakaba Sensei from Taizai, and also, Oda from, One Piece. They all have their own, schedules and stuff, and they're very weird or different and hard to, manage, so I have a lot of respect for Ishida for this. Just going that far to do that for a fan, that's really cool. Best anime film you've seen this year. I don't want to sound stereotypical, but I would say Kimi no Na wa. It was definitely one of the best films I've seen all year. No need to worry, Chibi. Since you were upset about Astafol being a trap, I have found a character that looks just like Astafol, but is actually a girl. Say hello to the adorable Adorer. I'm not even joking, that's actually her title. Soleil? Soleil? I don't know how to pronounce that. Adorable adorer. What? That is female... What? I'm assuming this is from Fate Grand Order. Well, speaking of that, you know, this actually brings up something I want to discuss. So, I actually tried to play Fate Grand Order. I was actually told that, I'll pull it up. I was actually told I could play Fate Grand Order on my tablet here. I tried to load it, and it just crashes. As soon as it has the press start menu, or press, play, or press any button. When I press any button, it just crashes. It just goes complete black screen and never loads. So, I don't know what the problem is. If anyone could clarify why my Fate Grand Order does not load, please let me know, because I actually found out I could play it, tried to play it, couldn't play it, and I'm like, are you serious? So, a little bit upset about that, but yeah, that's interesting. I'm assuming she's from Fate Grand Order, and I want her. I definitely would love to, be able to see her also in an anime. Gonna be honest. Is Uta the One-Eye King? Well, it is implied in the recent chapters that yes, he most likely is the One-Eye King. I mean, Ashita even went out of his way to do an illustration on his Twitter page that had Uta after the reveal in the chapter. So, I'm going to assume yes, Uta's probably the original One-Eye King. With the discovery of 8 in Stranger Things Season 2, how many experiments are there? Or there are only 2 of them, 11 and 8. I'm going to assume, take an educated guess, and say there's only 11. Maybe only 2 left alive, but let's be real here, Stranger Things is very popular, so the plot will determine how many experiments there really are left alive, okay? At the end of the day, when it comes to a popular series, for all we know, there could be hundreds of experiments that are still alive out there. It really comes down to the popularity of the series and where the writers want to take it, so for all we know, instead of just being 8 and 11, it most likely could be like, up to 112 or something, so I'm just saying... We don't really know. I'm going to assume there's a lot more than just those 2, though. Grass Eater Men. Have you ever heard of this term before, and do you consider yourself as one? I have never heard the term before, so I don't know if I want to answer. I'm looking that up. That sounds like something really bad. Grass Eater Man. Grass Eater Man. Grass Eater Man is a term used in Japan to describe men who have no interest in getting married or finding a girlfriend. Okay, I see you. Oh, herbivore men, or grass eater. That's savage. Okay. I see you, Ruby. I see you. You're trying to do that sneakness right there. Okay, I see you. Okay. But, to answer your question, though, let me read the description again. Who have no interest in getting married or finding. Okay, so, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a grass eater man. I do have an interest in getting a girlfriend and getting married, but at the time, though, I'm focusing more on my YouTube stuff and other things in life I need to handle before that. But, I mean, if something does happen, like out of the blue, I'm willing to go that far and, have a girlfriend or get married. But at the moment, I just don't think it's a possible option, especially since I'm, actually doing that forever alone life status right now. But I wouldn't necessarily say I consider myself a grass eater man. I wouldn't consider that. I wouldn't, but I guess I'm borderline it. What's it like being my dad? Who are you? Would you do the no fap challenge for a month? If yes, will you start now? No, I'm sorry, no. I love my dojins too much. Yo, Chibi, which 2 or 3 UA students would make the best? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? 2 or 3? Okay, so my bias is gonna be playing a big thing here, okay? Just bias. Now, if I'm doing a logical one, that would make sense and technically, like, not the tape-wise, but just makes sense in terms of just story-wise, I would say I would really love Izuku and Ochiko. Now, if it was 3, I would say Izuku, Ochiko, and Tsuyu. Or Momo. So, replace Tsuyu with Momo, okay? No. You know what? No. Izuku, Toga, and Momo. There you go. Izuku, Toga, Momo. That would be fire. Now, my dream, okay, would be... I'm really thinking. I'm trying to process this. Oh, I got one. Tsuyu, Momo, and Toga. There you go. What drives you crazy when you can't sleep at night? Hope you have a good day/night. Same to you. Hopefully you have a good day or night, and this goes to all of you Chibits out there that are currently watching this video. So, what drives me crazy when I can't sleep? I normally don't have a problem going to sleep. Like, okay, if I want to go to sleep, I can go to sleep. Just, the big problem I have is I just don't feel like getting in bed. That's usually what it comes down to. Like, okay, I'm trying to make it to where you guys can understand this. Like, I can sleep. If I lay down like this, and I wanted to sleep and just close my eyes, I probably could go to sleep. I could, if I wanted to do that. But most of the time, when I'm sitting, you know, doing something, usually I just can't be bothered to just get up, go to my bed, or, you know, just lean back and just close my eyes. Usually I just can't be bothered to do that. I'm just too lazy for it. And so because of that, that's usually why sometimes I have problems sleeping. But if I can't sleep, usually what I do is I just read. I read books or whatever, or play a game. That's usually what I do. Can you make this face? When you were saying that you're rewatching One Piece with your friend, does that mean you'll stick around to the later episodes? And do you guys also watch the fillers? What does he think about the pace? Okay, so this is a good question, because I actually was probably going to make an update video on this. So I guess I could kind of talk about it here, and maybe I could do an update video, a separate video, if you guys would like that. But to clarify, though, we are probably going to continue watching all the way up to the current content of the anime, because to be honest with you, I only watch the anime of One Piece bits and pieces, like the latest stuff, bits and pieces since Dressrosa, because Dressrosa's, we all know how that was. So basically I kind of stopped watching at that time, and right now we're in the middle, or actually about to start, my bad, we're about to start Fishman Island arc. That's where we're getting into right now. We just had the time skip and all that, and now we're getting into Fishman Island arc. That's where me and my friend are currently at. Now, how does he feel about, you know, the pace? He's not really bugged by it. So far, he's not really bugged. I told him about the pacing issues already, but he's not really bugged yet, so we'll just see where that goes, especially when we get into Dressrosa. Now, when it comes to fillers, no, we haven't really watched fillers. We've skipped all the fillers. We have. We legit have, you know, skipped all the filler. We weren't bothered by it, because we just wanted to get to the main content and stuff. So, yeah, we have been watching the movies, though. We have been watching the movies. He watched Strong World already, and we're going to be watching Film Z once we, you know, finish the Fishman Island arc. So, just going to give you an FYI on that. So, he likes it. He likes One Piece, and, I mean, he was, like, really upset, actually, when I had to get off and go and work and all that, and obviously, you know, doing some videos. He was like, no, I want to continue watching, because we got to the part right where Zoro was getting training under Mihawk. He got really upset. He was like, what? Like, no, don't leave me and all that. I want to continue watching. So, yeah, that's basically what happened there. But, been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun rewatching One Piece. Fishman Island's great. Seeing Rayleigh again, just seeing how epic he is. It's been a lot of fun. So, yeah. That's just some clarification to your question. What's a game you rage the most in? And how long does it usually take for you to rage? How do you deal with it? Okay, so a game that I think that I've raged the most in, most likely was Super Meat Boy. I don't know how many of you know what Super Meat Boy is, but it was an Xbox 360 game that came out, and I played it all the time. I actually like those type of games sometimes, but I played Super Meat Boy, and I got to the mission right before the final level of Super Meat Boy, okay? And I couldn't beat it. I literally couldn't beat it. To this day, I still have yet to beat that mission, and I've been stuck on it. And basically, I got so angry. I remember breaking my controller almost in half. I was so angry. I just slowed my controller. And I don't get angry. Like, when it comes to gaming, I don't usually get angry playing games, but I was just so angry at playing it for, like, no joke, I was there for about 8 to 10 hours straight trying to beat that one level, and I couldn't do it. I got so angry, I just slammed my controller and all that, and I broke it. So, yeah, it takes me a bit to get angry. I get agitated easily, but when it comes to me getting angry, it takes a little bit of pushing to get me to that level. How do I deal with it? I just shut off the game and I go watch some. That's usually how I deal with it. What song have you been bopping to recently? Either anime related or just in general? I would say I've been listening a lot to the Nier Automata, you know, soundtrack, and also the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works soundtrack. That's what I've been listening to the most recently. And sometimes, if I don't want to hear those two, I listen to the Berserk themes. Like, for instance, you know, Behelit and all that. That's usually the song I listen to if I don't want to listen to Nier or Dark Souls. How would you rate this year of anime? It was a good year. Wasn't the best, but it was a good year. I would say I'd give this, you know, year of anime about a 7, maybe 8 out of 10, somewhere around there. That's where I'd probably give it. Are you going to answer this question? Nope. Now that you're consistently going through Black Clover story through the anime, do your feelings on the series feel mostly different now? Like, does it make you want to read the manga, or make you look back at your past self and wish you gave it more of a chance back then? Okay, just gonna be brutally honest here, okay? Just 100% brutally honest. The reason why I didn't like Black Clover is because it is cliche. It's very cliche, and I'm trying to be a little bit more open-minded this time around, okay? I'm just being open-minded, but I just didn't want to put up with Black Clover, because at the time when Black Clover was coming out, I had Boku no Hero Academia to compare it with, okay? They were basically coming out at the exact same time, and when I was looking at these two series, I'm like, why would I want to read this series that's like a carbon copy of everything shonen when I could read Boku no Hero Academia that's trying to do something very different? Like, why would I do that? So, that's why I kind of shoved Black Clover to the side. It felt like a cliche mess that was everything I've seen before. And I know that the writer, apparently, of Black Clover was the writer of A Hungry Joker, which had a very good first, chapter and all that, but even then, though, regardless of that, I just couldn't get into Black Clover because just how cliche it was. Now, anime came around, time has passed since, the manga came out, and I felt like, you know what, I want to be a little bit more open-minded, okay? Because I've, given series that are very cliche or, very, very cliche a chance and stuck with it, and it became very enjoyable. I've done that before, so I was like, okay, let me give Black Clover a chance. Let's see how it's going to be done. And I started. Now, overall, I am a little bit more open to it. I don't think it is, like, amazing 10 out of 10 quality. I don't think it is the #1 shonen. I don't think it's the worst shonen. But, still, even though my opinion still stands. It is very cliche, very predictable, and something that, honestly, you should just turn your brain off, too. But it is fun. It is a fun watch. It is. Not gonna lie, it is a fun watch, but it is nothing impressive, and Studio Clown has shown that they really don't care about the series, and they're just milking it for they can get as much money out of it as possible. That's my opinion. Just how do I make the voices go away? Oh, why would you want the voices to go away? You should listen to them. Do what they tell you. It helps you. It allows you to reach a path of enlightenment, acceptance. I mean, do what Kaneki did. Listen to the voices. What is your favorite anime game? My favorite anime game, I have to say, is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That's probably my favorite. Now, if we're talking about, like, Japanese RPG-wise and stuff, or just anime games in general, actually, no, I take back the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Catherine is my favorite. It's an anime-style video game that came out on 360 and PlayStation, and I would say Catherine is my favorite anime game. I love that game so much. Thoughts on the My Hero Academia and Black Clover game announcements. Don't really care much about Black Clover's game announcement, being honest. My Hero Academia announcement, I'm interested in. I am, since I do own a PlayStation, I can play it. I'm interested in it. I just don't know how it's going to be. But it is something I'm going to look into. There's a lot of good games coming out next year as well. I mean, let's look at Monster Hunter, Terra's supposed to come out, Black Desert and all that's supposed to come out, and then, we have PUBG coming out in literally, like, less than a week. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff coming out soon, so I might have my time preoccupied compared to playing My Hero Academia, but we'll see where it goes. How can I become a god of destruction? What you do is you go to your local, Walmart or whatever, place that sells Legos, and then you go to a person you don't really like, or you just go into a busy, street, sidewalk, whatever, and sling a bunch of Legos all on the floor. There you go. Just do that, and you will certainly become the god of destruction. What would you do if Ivankov hit you with the Emporio female hormone? Investigate my body. That's probably what I would do. I'm gonna be honest. And then, come away! You always ignore me, but I have a good heart. Why did you stop reviewing Keenum? I stopped reviewing Keenum, honestly, because I was busy and laziness, honestly. That's really what it comes down to. Not even gonna lie. What's been your favorite new game this year? Oh, easy question. Nier Automata. Easily my favorite game. Still nothing I played this year has yet to beat how much quality that game was. What's your top 5 favorite moments in One Piece? Okay, spoilers. Whitebeard dying standing up. That was the #1. That is easily #1. Okay, Whitebeard dying standing up. The rest is all in any order. The next one is, Gear 4. Gear 4 was epic. Probably the Admiral moment when Luffy jumps in front of the 3 Admirals when Jinbei, launches him up and all that over the wall. That was definitely one of the better moments of One Piece. It's still fresh in my mind since I just finished that arc literally a couple of days ago. That was an epic moment. And then another one was probably, trying to think here. Another good moment. I would have to say Doffy. Doffy, fighting Fujitora and all that. That was a really good moment. That Fujitora scene with Doffy and all that. Law. I thought that was a really epic, time in One Piece. And then another great moment that stands out to me probably would be Ace's death. Ace's death is definitely one. I think I did 5. I did Whitebeard, the Gear 4, Fujitora, and Daffy and Lostine. Ace's Dev. No, there's one more I need. Okay, the other one that I would say would be very good was probably God Usopp. The God Usopp stuff had me dying. So yeah, that's probably my favorite moment too, God Usopp. Who has a more infectious smile? Luffy, Goku, or All Might? Question of the century here. That is easy. I'm sorry. It's got to be Luffy. Luffy's smile just makes me smile and makes me happy when I see it in the show. So I'm going with Luffy. When are you going to change that intro, boy? When I go for a time skip. Give me your 3 most watched. Really? Really? Oh, okay. Really? You gonna make me answer this? Oh. Okay. Yuri? I'm embarrassed to say this, but Yuri... Yuri... I don't want to say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Yuri, Keenum, and... I don't really have another category. There you go. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting out of me. And so with that, I want to end this video here. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. And if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And love you guys. Please be safe. Chibi out.